Hi guys, welcome to the Maker's Notebook podcast number 28. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Stacy.
And happy spring.
Happy spring. Our Instagram and Ravelry information will be on the bottom. I'm not going to flash it here anymore. I'll just have it on the bottom. So 28, almost to 30. It only took us what?
A couple of years.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so if you're new here, welcome. We appreciate you stopping by and hope that you will continue to come by. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. We hope to share with you some good stuff. We usually cover knitting, our favorite, sometimes crocheting.
Yeah.
We do show and tell.
Yeah.
We jibber jab.
Lots of that.
I don't sew, but Stacy sews a little here and there. So
I haven't sewn for a couple of years now.
Yeah. Needlepoint. We do it all.
We just need more time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you know
so
what?
Much.
Did you realize we have like a gazillion new subscribers?
We do?
Somehow. I don't know what happened, but
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate
for subscribing. And they even commented. Thank you.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah. Any feedback, any encouragement, we love.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Nothing. It's weather report. What is it? What do you say? 60?
Today?
Yeah.
No, it's 48 right now.
Oh, 48.
It's supposed to go up to like 57 or 56.
And then like Tracy said tomorrow's going to be
75.
North Carolina weather. That's where we're coming from, by the way, outside of Charlotte. So
it's crazy, this weather.
You know what's been weird though for us? I don't know if by you, because we're kind of high up. We've been getting a lot of, sometimes you will get a couple windy days, but man, we've been getting windy days at least a couple times a week to where it's like bending trees and breaking off trees and stuff. So
yeah, we live in the same town.
It's weird. Yeah. Weird weather.
It is weird. I feel like where we are, even though we're not that far apart, it's like we're kind of nestled in and kind of every bad storm, tornado, bad wind, bad everything always escapes us. We're always on that line.
Yeah.
And we get protective. It's weird.
Yeah.
So
not complaining.
Not complaining. But crazy weather. That's all I can say. It was nice this past weekend though. Oh, cool, chilly, but it was nice. Clear blue skies. I love clear blue skies.
Yeah, it was a nice time to celebrate Tracy's daughter's birthday.
Oh, yeah, she turned a big 1-4.
1-4 going on 20.
So we got her a pair of sneakers, and only because her feet stopped growing. If it was still growing,
no can do.
No can do. And it's so funny. We were it was quiet for like a second or two, and my niece was on FaceTime, and all of a sudden you heard, "Oh, that's so pretty!"
Even my son was going crazy over it. He's like, "Can I get one of those?" I'm like, first of all, okay, the only way you'll get one of those is if the end of grade testing, you do phenomenal.
Seriously.
And then, because their feet, he's 11, and so his feet's still growing.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, no, $150, $60 sneakers for growing feet. I'm like, I don't know.
No. And then on top of that, it's like, I feel like my younger one, I want her to be more responsible before I get her.
But she's watching the older one, and she's like, I want that too.
Oh yeah. I said she wanted this other pair of sneakers, and I'm like, I would love to get it for you, but your feet are still growing.
No.
And she bought that reasoning.
Don't let her watch this.
No, but seriously, my husband would not agree to that. He's like, no, her feet are growing. Because last summer her feet grew a whole size, like
no, that's
in a few weeks.
They're still growing. Doesn't make sense.
No. And then on top of that, my older one, she's very responsible. Got good grades, very disciplined. I don't have to tell her much when it comes to doing anything.
Plus, she made a presentation of why she should have these sneakers.
She did.
Hey, anybody that goes through that much effort.
She did. She did a presentation, and she backed up her case with all these facts and, showed links of what she wanted and why she deserved this and so forth. Very well thought out, very well laid out, that my husband and I were like, Wow.
Speechless.
Okay, you sold us. And normally he's a hard one to sell.
Yeah.
But this is that doggone school.
Yeah.
But for the most part, she's deserving of it. Not saying my little one isn't, but
she's in a different place. She's in a different place.
She has more growth to do. When my older one was that age, she
wouldn't have gotten it either at that age.
No, she has more growth to do, and both physically, mentally, everything. So.
Yeah, that's where you got to remind the little one, like, hey, when she was your age, she couldn't get it either. So
nope. So yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, but that was our weekend, and we went. Stacy and I.
Yeah.
Went to a yarn pop-up at Charlotte Yarn, with one of our local yarn stores in the area.
Yes.
And she was hosting Miss Babs.
Miss Babs Yarn.
We haven't been to anything in a while mainly because of COVID and then the cold and everything. But
part of it is we don't want to buy. We have so much yarn. Yeah. Like so much is subjective, right? Because compared to like grocery girls, we have nothing. But to me, I have like a bin full of fingering. Right? That's probably the most I have. Like DK and all the others is just like a shelf, like a small shelf. But I have so much fingering. But anyway, I feel like at this point, I only want to buy yarn for projects I already know I'm going to knit that project.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right. That makes
Instead
sense.
of buying things and just having it there and then it's looking at you. I mean, it's okay if you want to be a yarn collector. I think that's great too. I mean, I was collecting yarn until now I have to stop myself. But I am a stationery collector
she loves stickers.
Sticker collector and all this
pens.
Stuff. So no judgment here. It's just that for me, I just want to make sure and just get yarn. Because I find for clothing, I don't like, for me, too much variegated yarn. Lightly variegated, lightly speckled is more fine. Tonal. But more tonal like this, and the yarn, as you will see, that we picked up from Miss Babs, is tonal. We didn't pick up any speckles. Because we know for garments, that's what we would wear. For scarves and accessories, I don't mind the speckles. I think it's pretty cool and fun to dress up the neck area with an accessory.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. My mom is calling. Why are you calling right now? We're potting. Did you tell her we were potting?
No. I haven't had a chance to speak to her in a couple of days.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so let's splash what we got at Miss Babs since we're on the topic.
Yes. So, mind you, we went shopping and we went separate ways, and then we came back and we had this.
Great minds think alike.
We had the same colors.
But no, truth be told, anyway, you go show yours.
Okay.
And what project you planned.
Okay. So, I picked up this.
What color is that one?
So this is Yummy 2-ply, and it is called Spring. Spring, right? Yeah, Spring. This is Spring. Oh, I should put my glasses on, y'all. Blind leading the blind here.
Yes. No.
Spinny.
Spin.
Spiny, spinny, right?
Okay. Spiny.
Spiny. But anyway, picked this up because I was looking for yarn. Originally, I was looking for yarn to do practice some brioche on, right? And while everything looked great, when you go in there with one thing in mind, anybody else like me gets totally confused and then they switch it out.
There's so much yarn.
Yes, it was a lot of yarn, and there was a lot of people there. So I got this, and eventually I settled on these two skeins, and I no longer wanted to practice brioche, which I will do. Don't get me wrong, I will do. But I wanted to do the is it Periki? How do you say that word? PEREC vest.
The Paddocks vest.
Paddocks, right? Paddocks?
I'll flash it.
The Paddocks vest by Orlane Sucche. Guys, I just love her sweaters. They're so my style. Love them. But anyway, I figured this will look nice. Trying to step out my comfort zone with colors, because automatically I went to a gray or a taupe, and Stacy was like, try something different. And then we split up again, and I came back with these. So I love the color though. Love. So I'm going to give it a twirl and see. And it's a vest, so no sleeves. No sleeve island.
That should be very easy to...
The best of the, the knitting world, right? Just knit the body, everything but the sleeves.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I got. And I also picked up this, which is Yowza Mini, and it's a DK weight, and the color is white peppercorn. And I want to make a hat. Although I did see a cowl I like, but I have enough cowls. I need a hat. So I'm going to make a hat with this. I don't have a hat in mind yet. I'm leaning towards this ribbed hat by Purl Soho. That's what I'm leaning towards. So yeah, it's nice. I love it. Love, 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 love. So that's what I got. I was very well behaved, guys. I wanted more.
You know, a lot of water running.
I don't think you can hear it.
No.
I wanted way more stuff, but I have to be mindful because there's other things I want to knit, which I'll cover later. But I want to work towards getting those yarns, especially when we start traveling over the summer. So,
before we move on with what I got, what are we wearing? Right?
Oh, right. Duh. I think last time I showed it on the last podcast, but I showed a picture of it, and this is
by Neilan. I have it in my cart too. I mean, in my queue because I want to knit that.
Oh my gosh, guys! I
want it in tweed.
Right, so it's the Neilan coastal crop raglan. This is the coastal crop raglan sweater by Neilan. Excuse me, sorry. And it's a crop sweater, and it has the back is a little bit longer than the front.
And I like this here.
Yeah, you see the design?
Yeah. But I like that it's tweed.
Yeah.
I want to get some. I think I might get some Chelsea Luxe tweed to do mine. Yeah.
And this is a size small, and the neckline and the cuffs is stash yarn from Magpie Fibers, the DK weight. I think it's Swanky DK. The color I don't remember, but this yarn here is called is Western Sky Fibers, and it's a tweed DK. And Stacey will flash in the bottom the details of the yarn, but love the sweater. Love it. It's comfy. Usually sweaters are like feeling funky. I don't know for you, but for me, fit is very important, especially right here.
Yeah,
and it feels good.
Very nice.
Yeah. What are you wearing?
This is the Love Note, but mine, I probably didn't knit it properly because it seems kind of small, right?
Isn't it supposed to be a crop?
It's a medium cropped.
Yeah, it's supposed to be cropped.
Yeah.
She layered
using Amana Puna yarns and what color? 4013 is the color number. I knit the size medium, but it's cropped. Anyway.
It looks good on her. I don't know what she's complaining about. It's cropped because she's wearing a longer shirt underneath it.
Well, okay, nice. Since Tracy's describing all what I got on.
Make her stand up.
Yeah. So anyway.
Nice. I don't know what's the problem.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what we're wearing.
Yeah, I have one like that. I need to wear it more often.
I have another on the needles, but for a year or two now. I should finish it, but anyway.
Isn't like Katuska from Between the Stitches? She sent us a picture of the sweater she's working on the last 2 years. I was like, I'm not the only one who do that, huh?
Yeah, it's not like you don't like knitting it. It's just, I don't know. I don't have a reason. Yeah, exactly.
I have some socks that's been on the needles for like a year and a half now. Almost done with it. I don't know why I just don't finish.
Just finish it. Finish it already. So for my Miss Babs haul, look, we're starting with haul first.
Who doesn't want to see hauls?
Most important thing. So, let me see. I'll show it in the skein because I think you can see things better in the skein. So I got way more than this. I got, this is Yowza. These are minis, but Yowza can come in the big 560 yard rolls. So I got this in the big one, the 560 plus 2 of these minis, and then I got 2 of these minis as well, which is white peppercorn.
Love that.
This is oxidized silver. And then this one is the spiny thing that Tracy talked about. So the reason why I bought it is because I'm knitting. Just want to make sure I'm in the frame here.
You are.
Okay. Is for, I was selected to be on the test knit for Tiff Neilan's. She posted this picture of this pullover and she was calling for testers. And I saw the sweater. You can go to her Instagram and you'll see it.
Stunning.
It's beautiful. I fell in love with it instantly. It's stripes and then it has some color work done here. I started it, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to show it yet because I'm not sure if I can or not. But anyway, I started it. And it's very potato chippy. I told Tracy when it comes out, you gotta knit it. It is like all I want to do is knit on it. And I met Gage with her needles, which is size 8. I know I'm jumping right into this, but
yeah, go ahead.
I did 2 swatches because Yowza is a superwash yarn, and I know the one that Tiff used for her pattern, for the pattern, was not superwash, so I wasn't sure how it was going to behave. So I knit one with the size 8 needles, and then I went down to a US 7 and also knit another swatch. And I met Gage with the bigger one, even after blocking, even though swatches lie. Because, you know, superwash is just this little thing, right? When I block a whole sweater, it's going to really stretch out, right? Because of the weight of the thing. So I'm hoping for the best. But I'm knitting this the medium size. So more details to come. I can't wait to show it.
Isn't that going to be too big?
No, because it's just based on her measurements. I'm trying to follow it exactly. Based on her measurements, it's if I go small, it'll be a 30. What's the small? The small will be too small, it'll be too exact. And it needs to have 2 to 5 ease, 2 to 5 inches ease. So but it doesn't look big, right?
Yeah, but then it's gonna block out, remember.
Well, I'll have to throw it in the dryer. That's how I do that sometimes too. I put in a dryer so it can shrink in a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's my concern trying to figure out. That's what I used to do. I used to go based on the size and what it's the measurements and the ease, which you're supposed to, right?
Yeah.
So I'll always end up in a size medium, but then when I wear it now, well, after I wear it, it'll just be so huge on me.
Yeah.
So I started just going with the small, even though it's exact measurements. Yeah. And they come, like this one is a small, and I thought it would be too exact, but it came out fine.
Yeah.
So
I think this will be fine because it looks really true to size, honestly. So I think it'll be fine. It's really nice. I can't wait to show you guys.
No, can see it.
I love it.
Those are my kind of colors too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was our weekend. And I started this on Sunday. It's
when she left my house on Saturday, and she said she had to go swatch. I said, "Well, happy swatching."
Happy swatching.
She hates swatching. She had the biggest smile on her face, and I'm like, "Oh."
I do, but I mean, DK US 8s. Who can complain? Takes 5 minutes. My son would roll his eyes. Everything for her takes 5 minutes. No, it took a little longer than that, but it didn't take long at all. So.
I hate swatching.
I do. You feel like you're wasting your yarn, but
especially
I know
when you're tight on yarn.
Yeah, but I know I have
extra, so you could have
So anyway, okay, guys, we had some phone issue and we were recording and didn't realize when it stopped. You see a little blip. So we're going to try and pick up where we think we left off. I had went through talking about these socks and then realized it wasn't recording. Anyway, here we go again. So these, my finished object, Faithful Friend socks. I made
one and only finished object.
Yeah, we only have one. Shorties. And the quality of this might change because I'm using my husband's phone, which is Android.
Hey!
Versus iPhone, which is much better. Anyway. So anyway, we have a fight in our household about Android versus Apple. iPhone. Anyway, so yeah, Faithful Friend Socks by Danielle George. It's not a pattern for shorties. I made it into shorties. I do plan to knit this pattern again, full size. But anyway, it's by Danielle George, Little Bobbins. I use a size 1 needle. The yarn here is leftovers from Native Fibers Happy Camp sock. I really like the quality of it. Tracy and I had commented how it's really, really
substantial and soft.
Yeah.
It's not flimsy or splitty.
Yeah. The color is Tiny Hill.
And the color is stunning.
I had used it on my ranunculus. And so these, the toe and heel and cuff minis I got from the Grocery Girls. They had a sock set by, and I forget the name of the dyer, but I'll flash it here. And I used it here for these socks. The sock, the heel I used wasn't from the pattern. I used these, what is it?
Sockploration.
Socksploration pattern by
Denise DeSantis.
Denise DeSantis. Short row heel, right? It's so cool. I highly recommend.
Oh my gosh. It's the best. It's easy, it's quick, and it fits well.
Yeah. And Tracy said it fits my mom and sister well, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember in the last podcast, I showed a couple of socks that I made for my mom and my sisters. And those, I don't know how I nail it with their sizing all the time, but the heel fits perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an easy heel, easy for us who are knitting it, and it fits perfect on your, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
It fits really nicely on your heel. And no more picking up and
holes and gaps and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to knit more socks just to do this heel. It's really fun.
It is.
Honestly, it is.
Right?
Yeah, but everything else I did according to pattern. And I did 2x2 rib here. Anyway. So
it's a beautiful pattern.
Yeah.
So she was saying that she wished there was a sweater.
Oh yeah.
That she can do with the front pattern of it, and it's a really nice pattern.
Yeah.
So I told her, I said, you should design it. She said, I believe there's one coming out.
Yeah.
Similar.
Lina Magazine has issue coming out where there's a sweater, summer sweater with this kind of look in front. So I'm like, when that comes out, I would like to knit that. I didn't block it. So
I don't block socks unless I have to give them away.
Yeah. I have so many leftovers. I need to do something with them. So anyway,
I know, that's why I've been making socks for people, shorties, and giving it out.
And I still, even from this,
I still have
a little bit left.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway, that's my FO, and that's all we got. And I think Tracy and I were saying, no, let's make sure this is recording because I don't want to. Tracy and I don't know if we. Yeah. The reason why we don't have as many FOs is because I had an issue with my hand. My son and I were playing around, and he hit my hand here. You know, when we were trying. I don't know what we were doing, but somehow he knocked me here on this hand, that right hand, which has been giving me pain anyway. From probably knitting, but mostly probably lifting weights and holding my phone, which is the iPhone 11, the big one. So it's probably big for my hand. So it's. I probably need to get the knobby thing in the back to hold it. So that hurts, and yeah, I had to end up going to urgent care to have it looked at. And so for a week or two, I couldn't knit that much.
Torture, y'all.
I told you, I was saying in the first iteration of when I was telling you guys this, before my phone conked out, that I was standing at my desk doing my memory keeping, and my knitting was right then. I was like, oh, let me just knit one stitch. Okay, one more stitch.
She's good because, in my situation, I just have to do a row.
That's so addictive.
It is. It's our way of stress relief. It's our way of downtime, relaxing. It's my thing that gives me joy.
Yeah. Katanji Brown, she says, and I think you guys too, right? Like you knit because so relaxing and pleasurable.
Yeah. So, it's your meditative time. It's your quiet time.
Yeah. She said she had a basement full of yarn. I'm like, I would like to see that basement full of yarn.
She told the person she was telling who asked her the question, she's like, you should come over. I'm like, I would like to come over. I want to see.
Play date. Play date.
Oh my gosh, a basement full of yarn?
Yeah. You too. You had the same issue, right?
I did. right around her time when she got hurt, I hurt my shoulder, and mine is from lifting weights. And I think I went too heavy, too fast. And when I do like push presses above with heavy weights, it irritated my shoulder. And I went to the chiropractor and he adjusted it, and he told me to lay off the knitting. I'm like, bite your tongue.
I know, right? That's such offensive words.
Seriously, you might as well tell me to
dig out an eyeball or something.
Yeah, something. So
don't mean to get gory.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just doing something torturous. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
So he's so I laid off the knitting some, and that's what slowed me down. So I'll just do a row a day on one item instead of trying to do a lot of. And even in carpool, it was hard.
Yeah, because you got to sit there and gaze at what.
I know.
I told her to read. She's like, okay, thanks for being the voice of reason. You didn't want to read.
It's not that I don't want to read. I do. It's just that
I'd
rather knit. Number one. Number two, if I have my head down the entire time and people start moving forward, I don't want to be.
You won't see.
Yeah, I don't want to be one of those people where with knitting. At knitting, at least I could hold it like this and
look up. Keep looking up.
Yeah, I would read it, and it's like that's hard.
Yeah.
So and plus I would read before bedtime. That's when I get my reading in.
Plus, what did it for me was the hand weight, but the weight. She had you. I do Sydney Cummings on YouTube, so she had you hold out the weights like that.
Oh yeah.
You know how you just hold it there for like a.
Yeah, you do a weight exercise and then you hold it.
Yeah, and so I think that's what did me in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that destroyed me.
Boy. Anything that goes above the head for me.
Yeah. Our mom have the same problem. Issue. She can't.
Yeah.
I refuse. I'm like, okay, no, that tells me I gotta do it more.
Exactly, that's what I thought so too. Because when the first time I did it, I laid off the weights, but then I went lightweight, and I'm like, this is for sissies. I need to go heavier. And I said, I refuse. I refuse to be like that.
Yeah.
So I went.
I think you have to do it slowly. Yeah, you have to do it more slowly.
Yeah.
So I'm back to 10s instead of 15s. Because I was really trying to work my way to 20.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I gotta slow it down a little bit.
I hate it. But I will say I've been trying to do other body weight exercises, which is just as effective.
Oh, yeah.
But I love my weights. I love that definition I get. I love it. So, and it's good as we get, especially women, as we get older, we need some resistance training. We do. So, because I don't want to end up,
The doctor told me to use those what little bands?
Resistance bands.
Resistance bands. Yeah, she said that's probably better to use.
I have some. What are they? They're cumbersome.
Yeah.
I like my weights.
Weights, I feel like I'm really doing something.
Me too.
I feel like I'm the boss. On curls.
I like it. I personally like it. I prefer it over the bands. That's just me. So I feel like I don't push myself as hard with the bands as I do the weights, and I try, and I just feel like
it's too easy. I don't know.
Exactly. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You could go.
So work in progress I have is these socks I'm working on. So I got one side done, and I'm working on the second side.
That's Ambrose Smith, right?
Yes. This is by Ambrose Smith, and this is called Little Paddocks socks. It's part of her Miss Maple collection, and here's the other side I've got too. And oh my gosh, I love Ambrose Smith's designs. And the yarn I'm using is Lola Bean yarn, Bean Sprout, which is a fingering weight. And
luxury socks. Oh my god!
I had wanted this to use for garter snake cowl, but I didn't like how it was looking, and I didn't want it to sit there in a cake form for too long. So I said I'll make something special for myself. So this color is called Diablo, and the needle size I use is size 1. And I love Ambrose Smith's designs.
Yeah, that's nice.
This is a quick, easy. I find her designs they look a little complex, but once you get into it, it's not. And it's I don't know if it's memorizable.
I'm surprised you didn't do the sock.
I should have. I was following her pattern. That's all. But I should have. I guess in my mind, I'm thinking if I was doing a different color heel until I would have.
Oh, okay.
But I should have.
You could have.
Yeah. But,
But I like the heel flap and gusset as well.
Yeah, I like it too, but I still prefer that sock floration heel. But Love Ambrose Smith. I didn't make any modification. Well, only modification is I made it longer, a little bit longer. The foot length, the leg length. That's it. Other than that, I didn't make it long. I didn't change any modification. I didn't make any modifications. Excuse me. But yeah.
Susan B. Anderson. I used to do her afterthought heel. And I don't mind doing it. I like it. Yeah. But she has a new heel either she came out with or she's coming out with. Really? So I'm very curious about that. Yeah. Can't wait to try that. I definitely plan to try it because I like trying different things. But that sock, why can't I remember the name of it? Sock.
This one? Little
Socktacular?
Sockploration.
Sockploration. That is a really nice one.
Yeah, it's really nice, really easy.
And she gives you good instruction. If it's confusing, she has the video online.
YouTube.
On YouTube that she gives you the link for in the pattern. But if you try to watch it on your own, it wouldn't make sense without the pattern. So you should get the pattern.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Yeah, I think it is, and you can apply it to any sock you want. And it's quick, it's easy. The best, even better. Should I say? But that's just my opinion.
The afterthought,
that's just my opinion.
The afterthought, you're cutting into the heel. So no, this is a good alternative. If you don't want to do afterthought, I think Sockploration is a nice alternative. It's very easy. Very easy. To me, it goes so fast.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. You can knock it out really quickly.
Yeah.
So, what else you have?
I have the Shimmering I showed last time. I'm in love with this product. By Lesley Ann Robinson. It's from her...
oh, yes, that book you got.
It's from her brioche knitting book.
This is pretty. Wow.
I had to get it in the same... I'm using the same color as she has in the pattern because I just love it so much. And it's the Suburban Stitcher Silky Single 70/30. Merino silk, 400 yards each.
Wow.
River's Edge, Nudie Patootie, and Predictability.
Very.
I presume this is Nudie. And then this must be Predictability. And then the green, there's a green, which is this one, which is probably the River's Edge. US 4 needles. So it's pretty cool. It's so many brioche textures. Like, this shawl is actually easier than the shawl I made. The cowl I made, which was Moon and Shadow, which was this one here. That had decreases and all kinds of fancy things going on with brioche. This is some easier. So it's a honeycomb. I think I might have showed it last time. And then it goes into like a different type of stitch. Is it moss stitch? I should have written better notes. I think it's moss stitch. Double check here, since I have the pattern right now.
The colors are stunning.
Yeah, it's a 2-color moss brioche stitch.
Is this the back side?
This is the front with the honeycomb. It's the front side.
And the color looks more vibrant back here.
Well, that's because you're using two different. So you're using the cream and the pink.
Gotcha.
Then 2 colors here, which is the green and the pink. And then you go to 3 colors here.
Wow.
All 3 colors.
Wow.
And then you go back to 2 color. Now you're going back down.
Very much engaging.
Yeah, it's so fun. I love all the textures. It's almost like mindless but interesting. It's like a perfect medium between the two of being intriguing, a little not challenging. It's not challenging. It's just the perfect something with a little interest. It's really nice. Yeah, I love it. I just want to keep knitting it, but I had to put it down for a little bit because I want to make headway on that test knit that I'm doing, so I can finish it in time so I can give back my feedback. So that's that.
Nice. That's all you have right now.
I have
more.
I was going to show my half and half.
So I don't know if I remember. Did I show this last? No, I was working on a different brioche. So I've upgraded, y'all. I upgraded to more brioche. So this is the Garter Snake Cowl by Lavanya Patricella.
Yep.
And the yarn I'm using, the gray one is Miss Babs, Yummy 2-ply in Catbird. And then the lighter color is Yarn Experiments Monkey Sock. And that color is Summer Crush. And I went up, I think she called for a size 2 or 3 needle. I want to say size 3 needle. And because I'm such a tight knitter, I went up 2 sizes. And I'm loving how it's turning out so far. I'm not making any modifications because I'm still learning. I did drop a stitch the other day, and I thought it would be an easy thing to pick up, but I had STACY help me. I'm thinking, oh, it'll be easy to pick up, right? Because she knows what she's doing, but she had to undo several rows. And I'm like,
So the thing is with brioche, I don't want to lose these stitches.
Yeah.
Just a tip, because I had to tell TRACY, when you're working around and you come into where the marker is, you got to be careful that you're making sure that you either brioche knitting or purling, either if it's a single stitch or if it's with a yarn over, you got to make sure and pay attention that you're capturing that
yarn over.
Because sometimes the yarn over falls off because it's just hanging there. Some people tell you, if you don't know brioche, then just tune out if you don't do brioche. But when you come to an end like this, where the stitch marker is, and you have the yarn over, what you do is you loop it over your needle so you don't, so it catches, so that way you don't mistake it for being a single stitch.
Gotcha.
Right? Without a yarn over.
Oh.
Just because if you do this, if you as a newbie, I could see where you would mess that up a little bit, like miss it.
I'm already prone to making a lot of mistakes, just period. With brioche, oh my goodness. But I'm loving it. It's just when I drop a stitch, I don't love it.
I don't think you dropped a stitch. I think what ended up happening is your yarn over on one didn't carry through completely, and it was hanging on there. Something weird like that, or you added on another stitch. It was something like that. But
takes me back to when I first started knitting, and I was doing that. I had these weird stitches.
Oh yeah, you were doing something weird, right?
Yes, I was. My knit stitch, I guess my wrap was not the right way because I would wrap the opposite. I was like, something is not right.
I think I might have talked. I might have talked about it in an earlier episode. I was like, wait a minute, let me see you do this. And she did it. I'm like, okay, hold up.
I had to get all used to that way of knitting then, but I mean, I still love knitting, so, and I like to challenge myself and do something new, so this was good.
Brioche is fun though, right?
Brioche it is fun. I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot of fun, and it's just like I gotta practice.
Oh yeah, once you do a few of those, you're gonna, just the rhythm of it is just very therapeutic. Yes.
So I did the cowl, so my next project I want to do is a regular shawl, brioche shawl, and go from there. Or maybe a hat, I don't know. It's just those 2 creases. I gotta
do the shawl then. Because the hat you might have decreases. Right?
Exactly, that's my concern.
But Lavanya has like a beginner friendly hat.
Okay.
But so does, I don't know if I think this is beginner friendly too, because the way her book is structured, the easier project, like she has it set from beginner to, and it progresses on to like intermediate, advanced. Expert, advanced. And so the beginning projects are more
my speed
beginner. And so like this hat here is like a beginner, right? So
pretty.
Yeah, that hat is like the first thing in the book, which means it's like beginner.
I gotta give it a try. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on slowly for the last several weeks.
Yeah, you can take your time and enjoy it, you know? Slow knitting is what they say.
Yeah. What else you have?
So the last thing I'm working on leisurely, which, oh man, yesterday I was thinking about the podcast and I was like, okay, I should make sure I'm not in the middle of a row with this.
And you are.
It's nothing to see really. I mean, I've been slowly working on it. It's the half and half triangles wrap by Purl Soho using the linen quill in nutmeg. It's the fingering weight. US 3 needles, and this is as much as I got. This is the the thickest section, so you could kind of tell how far.
That's a wonderful knit. I enjoyed mine thoroughly.
Yeah. I can't wait to add the black.
Oh.
I'm doing kettle black as the other color.
You have it on you?
No, it's upstairs, but I showed it before. But anyway, it's slowly, like when I have a moment, I just do a couple rows. So that's, yeah. But I wouldn't show it every podcast unless I really make some advances. So you probably see this today and you won't see it probably for another couple months. But I really like the linen quill and I want to try to get it in worsted to knit the sweater by Mekamika wears it. Let's see, is it in my queue? I don't have anything else, guys. That's my FO. The merry-go-round sweater by the Lamb Kid. I would like to use the linen quill worsted for that project. Yeah. So many good projects, people. Oh my gosh.
So I was telling Stacey today that for a while I had my knitting mojo for sweaters slowed down considerably in the last year because I didn't see anything I wanted to wear. And also too, it's like there was a lot of different shawls out there. And now it's like the table is turning back to the sweaters and the shawls are like, it could wait. And it's like all these sweaters are coming in and it's just like,
even the vest, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, even the vest. I want to do a vest. Me, a vest. I'm not a vest person, but I want to.
You know, I saw this vest. What's the name? Petite Knit has a bunch of nice vests.
Yes.
But I saw this one. It's by Irene Lynn. It's called the Laura vest. I'll try to maybe, I don't know if you can flash pictures of these, but yeah, that one
Check it out.
It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I think
the way how they pair it with dresses, with jeans, is so cute. And you wear it with a button-down shirt underneath it as a tunic. However you want to pair it, it will look nice.
Yeah.
It's cute. What I'm working on, the last thing I just cast it on a couple days ago was Bowness by Orlane Sucche. I love her designs. And I didn't get far, y'all.
This is the vest?
No, this is a pullover.
Oh, pullover.
Yeah, and I'm using the West Yorkshire Spinners, the Croft Shetland, which is an Aran weight, and this color's in Belmont. And I got this when I was in South Dakota. She called for a size 8 needles, and tight knitter that I am, and I thought I was loosening up. Nope, 10 and a half.
Oh my god!
So it bothered me. It's been bothering me. So I'm just starting knitting it to see how I like how it's coming along, and if it's the stitches. It's a little wonky using these needles, if you ask me, because my mojo is in size 7, size 8 needles. That's where I feel.
That's where the comfort grip is.
Yeah.
But as long as you got gauge right on the swatch.
I did.
Okay, well then that's what it's supposed to be. Don't try to do anything else, or else you'll have a small sweater.
Exactly. I don't want that. But anyway, I love her pattern because we did tilt.
I love tilt.
This one, it's kind of the instruction is called Bowness.
Bowness.
Bownes. Okay. And how it's written, it's easy, but 2 times I got stuck. So the first time I got stuck, I was able to figure it out. Now the second time, I keep reading it over and over, trying to figure out how to get myself unstuck now. And
there's a lot of texture on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't it nice?
Mm-hmm.
So I like this.
That's totally shape. You. Yeah.
I love the shape and I love the little texture in the front, which is just basically in pearls. But I would like to, figure out how to get. I'm gonna see if we could figure out how to get unstuck here. So, but I love her designs. There's a couple of the sweaters, that's under my dream knits. She has Ilha, right?
Oh yeah.
That's that. Then I have we talked about the correct vest. I want to do that. Oh my goodness. What else? She has so many other designs I want to this other pullover. If I can find it. Was it the eyelet pullover? That's nice. And then yeah, that's it. The eyelet, Ilha, and the vest. Those are the top three I have. And then also Okasa by Caitlin Hunter. I mean, there's so many sweaters I want to knit. Anyway, this summer when we go on vacation, I'm gonna peruse different yarn shops and look for yarn.
You get to go on more yarn excursions.
I don't think I'll go crazy as I did last year, but I'll get some stuff. A little bit. I'll probably get a sweater's quantity or two, if that's about it.
Yeah. Well, you have sweaters planned, so you might as well.
How about you? Any dream knits?
They're just a merry-go-round. I want to knit. I like the Orlane. I definitely want to knit a vest, as I said. The one I mentioned earlier, or
that one is so you. It's so nice.
Or one of Petite Knits, or this one that Tracy's knitting. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention this color that I'm test knitting. I made Tracy pick the color because you know what ended up happening? Every time I pick these bright colors, and then when she brings her stuff, I'm like, oh,
I like that.
I like that. And I was skeptical about this gray color. It's like an interesting gray though, right? It has like purple hues. Yeah. Anyway, I was skeptical about it, but then when I started knitting it, I was like, ooh, this is nice. And so
it's something she will definitely wear.
What's intriguing about this pattern though is that in the sleeve it calls for some color work. So the main color is this, and then the color work is like this with little bits of this. Isn't that the coolest thing ever?
Yeah.
I can't wait to show you guys. Oh, I'm so excited as I talk about it for the second time.
No, I'm thinking about what my color is going to be when I go pick out. It will definitely have the white peppercorn in there for sure. It's just, what color do I want?
I know that I took your color.
I don't care. I don't know. Like, do I want a gray? Like a nice gray? Do I want it in something else?
But I do like Yowzer. All the sweaters I have with, how many do I have? I don't know. But the Kira is sport weight. Mm-hmm. So I have the Tilde in sport weight, and then a Caitlin Hunter pattern White Horse in DK. And I love Miss Babs Yowzer.
Yeah, she had on Tilde on Sunday, and it was so nice.
I know, my neighbor asked me yesterday, because we went for a walk, and she was like, were you wearing a sweater you knitted yesterday? I was like, yes. She's like, I like it. I'm like, okay, thank you.
It looked great on you, I'm telling you. Even your husband was like, oh, that's a nice sweater.
Oh, yeah, he did. He acted like he never saw it.
You know, man, come on. He probably never paid attention until now.
Yeah,
it's really nice. It's so nice that my daughter stole mine. So.
Your Kira? Your Tilde?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have to knit another.
Exactly.
How come you didn't get sport weight? No, she didn't have Kira. She didn't have Kira.
Because remember we talked about it, and I thought about getting it, and then she didn't have it.
Yeah, because at the pop-up, they only had Yowza and then fingering.
Yeah.
Different fingering.
And some other stuff, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was mostly fingering and DK.
Yeah. So, that's okay. I'm happy with what I got. So, that's all I have.
That's all we have. We wanted to come to you guys before the month was over because we want to at least get a few more episodes in before the end of the year. We're just flying by. We have to, if we can squeeze in 12 episodes, I mean, already we missed 1 month, so we would have to double dip 1 month if we were to catch up to that 12.
And I'm going away over the summer, so we're going to have to really
double dip a couple times. Anyway.
No, I'm not going to be gone that long, but still.
How long are you going to be gone? 2 weeks? That's a long time. Is it in 4 weeks split into 2 months?
No.
All of
part of June to July.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So in the beginning, we could do June, and then at the end,
when
July.
I come back.
So that's
no, but when I come back, you may be gone.
Oh yeah, we're going. August, we'll have to double dip.
Yes. But that's months away.
Yeah. Are you doing any advents? I see people bringing out advents already.
For Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh snap! I should really look at it, huh?
Chelsea Yarns has one. A lot of them are coming out already with it.
Oh yeah, because it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
I'm definitely doing the cozy knitter. I love.
Yeah, I like that tradition of doing that one.
And we did who else?
Woolberry. So here's the thing.
They're affordable, I think.
You know why? Because it's a smaller month. And it's probably more, it's harder to do a smaller month for them, for the dyers, because you're talking about all that work for only 7-8 days.
Right.
Versus for the whole 30 days, maybe. It's more profitable that way.
Right.
But, I don't know. I mean, for me, for us, who rely on our husbands for sources of income, we have to do the smaller kits. So, yeah, I can't spend $200-300 as long as I'm not working. I can't spend that kind of money on a kit. I feel bad.
She can. She just feels bad.
Yeah,
she would rather spend it somewhere else.
Yeah,
because I don't think husbands care. They don't care.
No,
it's just that
don't care.
We put it on ourselves to be mindful.
Yeah,
so
you feel bad doing it because especially when they're being frugal, like, oh, I'm not gonna buy me any shoes, and here you go buying a $300 kit. And I'm like, oh,
that's funny.
Oh, because you know how they are, right? They were like, well, wear sneakers for like the next 10 years until it bursts. Even when it bursts, they're like, I'm not buying anything.
Yeah. Well, with free t-shirts.
So they're being that frugal and you go splurging on a yarn kit.
Hey, we make our own sweaters. It's equivalent to sewing your own clothes. Kidding. No, but I understand what you're saying, and I don't know if I want to spend that much money. But I could do the other two.
Yeah, the smaller kits is more affordable, like, $100. Okay, fine.
Yeah. For me, I don't mind doing that.
I think what you end up spending is like $150, right? With the
about close to it.
Cozy knitter,
and the other one,
and then the other one. Yeah. So that's not bad. But yeah, when it comes to $300, you're like, oof.
Especially when I want to get other yarns for my sweaters.
And I'm not saying it's not a lot of work. It is, and it's more than deserving. Believe you me.
Oh yeah.
Because I can't imagine all those mini skiing. Oh boy, and making them consistent. No, you do
it's a lot of work. So I can see why some of them get started now.
Yeah.
So it will be ready in time for Christmas. And then also too, I have to do my December daily. Have to.
Oh yeah. We have other pet.
Line up our project album. Not the album, but the the calendar for 2023.
Oh yeah. Gotta think about that too.
So
I think I'm using my Hobonichi. I love it. I'm loving it so much.
Yeah.
I'm loving Hobonichi.
Yeah. Which means that it's gonna come out in probably September, right? So.
Which I'll flash a picture here because some people be like, "What is a Hobonichi?" Anyway, it's a memory. It's a calendar planner system, and the way Tracy and I are using it is to document our days.
Yes.
Almost like Project Life, which is also the same idea where you document your days, weeks, whatever, with pictures and words. But we're using it not in pocket pages, like those plastic album pages. We're using it in a planner, and then we're printing the pictures and sticking them down and just writing some words on the side.
Embellishing it.
Decorating part is the fun part.
Yeah, we're all sticker crazy. We even pulled our sister into it.
My sister, my daughter, even my mom, right? It's so therapeutic doing that as well. So we have a lot of hobbies, not enough time.
Yes, yeah. So between all those hobbies to fund all those hobbies, it's like, I do want the advents. I do. So I get the ones,
So you can have your cake and eat it too, right? So you can get your December Daily album, which December Daily, for anybody that's new here, is also an Ali Edwards, and I'll put the link on the bottom. She wants it in December. Well, the kits are available usually in September, but it's a documentation of your 25 days of Christmas. Every day you have a picture. It doesn't have to be Christmas related. It could just be whatever that story is.
Correct.
If you follow, if you're not sure about documenting, look at Ali Edwards, her classes. She's really good about teaching you how to tell your stories.
Right.
Even looking at the littlest thing, and you will come up with a story.
Yeah.
So I've come a long way with that. Like my one sister, she struggles with it, and that's because she's new. But I think if she were to take some classes, you will look for the story in everything.
Right.
Honestly, you would.
Right.
So
yeah, you could be just, going to the store and shopping for Christmas or food shopping.
And there's a story there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But her kits are beautiful, and I don't know, I get excited when I see them coming in,
It's a tradition. We've been doing it since 2002 or something.
I've been doing it for...
No, 2012.
12.
Sorry.
Right. So I started at 13. So I'm a year behind her.
Yeah.
So I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love seeing it on my shelf. And we've tried different systems using her products, but tried different systems, whether it's a small album or a regular album.
Which is like a 5x6.
Yeah.
Or 7.
Or 4x6 or, 8x3.
So many ways.
So many ways. You don't even need her album.
Yeah, you don't need a kit. You could just use a book you make or just a regular book.
A calendar.
Whatever.
Yeah, anything you could find. You could just go to the store and get a regular notebook for $1 and use that.
Oh, so by the way, I'm doing a class, and TRACY and my other sister's supposed to be doing it too. It's a 2-week class.
Yes.
It's free actually. It's called Sketchbook Revolution. And hey, check it out.
Yeah.
We're in the second week right now, and I don't think the videos will be available after this I'm not sure.
Which is typical,
Yeah, usually it's free while they're doing the period, and then once it's done, then they make you pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But hey, jump on there and see. I'll put the link. Jump on there and see, maybe even if you catch 1 or 2 videos, right, out of the whole thing, that's still worthwhile. It's so fun. Like, it's giving me so many ideas on how to document.
It helps you creativity side.
Yeah. Even just mixed media art, using a combination of, watercolors or whatever, acrylics, paints or whatever, or paper collaging, right? And just using that to either doodle as decoration, and then you can journal on top of all of that, right? So
I used to do that years ago when I first stopped working, and you also I think you weren't working, or were you working? I don't remember, but we would do different art collages. I had a book full of stuff, and it was just like in the beginning, I could see how I had grown from the time I started it to but I haven't done it in years. I still have all my supplies, and I need to go back to it.
Yeah, because that stuff dries out. The
supplies.
Dried out. Yeah, but the thing is, with creativity, you have to work on it every day.
Yes.
Even if it's for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Honestly, you have a page and say, you can technically take a piece of paper or craft, art paper or whatever, and say, I'm just going to do some artsy thing every day for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
On that one piece of paper, and by the end of the week, you'll see where you land. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But once you start creating, more comes to you. It's when you stop, then it gets harder to get back the ideas and stuff. So
yeah, I shouldn't have stopped.
They talked about that in that Sketchbook Revolution. She talks about that. Yeah. So
there was this one lady who owned a store in Huntersville. I forgot her name.
Donna Downey.
Yeah, she used to have a store there, and we would always go there and get supplies and stuff like that. But then she moved.
Yeah. I'll put a link on the bottom.
She's still there?
Yeah. No, she's not there, but she's on.
Still
online? She still does art. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So.
Well, I guess enough of us babbling. We could talk craft all day, all night until the cows come home.
I tell you, we have so much stuff. Needlepoint, crocheting.
I have needlepoints I need to finish. Oh.
Project life, knitting, sewing.
We can't be bored. Even if I can take all my crafts and move to like
Timbuktu, away from everybody.
The bushes of Guyana, and I'll be totally fine.
You'll be happy and content, right?
For a little bit. Then I'll get bored because there'll be no shopping. stickers and crafts.
Yeah, I know. I want to be able to. I want to live somewhere like an hour outside of the city or 2 hours, and then if I just need to go in to get those things, this one of my husband's friends. That's what they do. They live in South Carolina on this lake.
Oh, nice. Gorgeous. And then you just do, once you're in the US though, if you're still in the US, you can do mail order.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Because if you go to another country, then that's a little harder. But
yeah, but I like to go in the store and see too, you know?
I know, I love.
Yeah. Like this stationery store she found, it's like, I keep saying I need to go back because I want to go look at pens.
Yeah.
I want to go look at pens.
Oh, good postage. Just in
Charlotte.
If you ever come to Charlotte area, Camp North End. I'll put the link. Pretty cool place.
Yes.
Restaurants. On Wednesdays they now have farmers market.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to go.
They have a coffee place called the Hex Coffee. Hex, like I put a hex on you. Hex. And they have a latte I want to try. It's a cereal milk latte.
Ooh.
Can you imagine cornflakes looking stuff on top of your latte?
How cool in Disney, they have certain drinks in Disney that's like that.
That sounds so cool. I want to go and try it. We have to go. Tracy and I forever have to go to like your we're also into home decor. So there's a home decor shop that we have to go to. It's just finding
the time. I swear to you, it's like my weekends are just like booked packed with kids and activities, and it's just like, you know,
not enough time, people.
Time. It's just like, and it's like at this age, you think it'll slow down. No, it's heating up actually.
How you know it's going fast too? Is young people are saying, "Wow, time is flying." I'm like, if you think time is flying, then what? Amen.
Oh my gosh.
Every time at nighttime, I'm getting ready to go to bed. When it's time to go to bed, I'm like, oh wow, here we are again. That came around really fast.
That's what I say too.
You too?
Yes. I'm like, weren't we just here? As I'm getting in bed, I said to my husband, weren't we just here?
Yeah, it seems like it's coming around too fast. Like, I don't know.
Hours are going by so fast. Like, you know, you have certain rituals you have to do every day. Exercise, you know, tidy up the kitchen, whatever, right? And then it's like, by the time you get all of that stuff done, and you're like, oh, I need to run to the grocery store. And it's like, it's already 11:30.
They done. And plus, she has to do car pickup.
Yeah.
So
I got to get in carpool at a certain time. And it's just like, oh.
That eats up your day.
It don't help when your kids stay after for tutoring and one gets out at 3 and one gets out at 4.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard.
It's very hard. You see why I'm like a
head cut off.
Yeah. So
anyway, you know, bantering. Thanks, guys, for listening, watching, commenting, subscribing.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it a lot. And this is March, so we'll come to you again in April. Until then,
be well.
Happy knitting or crocheting or happy crafting, whatever your craft. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.